Hello, my friend. Tonight, you're already here. Safe, dry, warm. Alone, but not lonely. Just peacefully, quietly alone. It's late, well past midnight, and you're sitting in a small radio station on a hill. The highest hill in town. The room is warm. The walls are wood, oak, maybe. Old and golden in the lamplight. Wood that has been absorbing voices and music for decades. Wood that holds warmth like a memory. Outside the window, snow is falling. The wind is pressing softly against the glass. You can hear it. A low whisper, a distant hum. But it cannot reach you in here. In here, everything is still. You've been at this station for hours now. You drove up before the roads closed, before the snow began to fall in earnest, before the world outside turned white and quiet. But that feels like a long time ago. Another life. Almost. Now there is only this room, this chair, this soft glow of equipment waiting to be woken. You reach forward, find the main power switch on the console. It's heavy, metal, cold under your fingers. A switch that was built to last, built in an era when things were made to be touched, to be turned, to be felt. You flip it. Click. The room comes alive. A low hum rises from the equipment. The sound of electricity finding its path, of circuits warming, of machines remembering what they were made to do. The VU meters jump, those little needles behind glass dancing to attention, then settling, swaying gently, waiting for sound. The vacuum tubes begin to glow, orange, amber, like small fires waking in the dark. You can feel their warmth radiating outward, a gentle heat that mixes with the heat from the old radiator in the corner. Above the door, a red light flickers on air. 2 words, glowing in the darkness. A signal going out into the night, reaching across the snow-covered hills, into homes you cannot see, to ears you will never know. But tonight, you won't be talking. Tonight, the show is pre-recorded, already cued, already waiting. You're just here to make sure the signal keeps going, to watch, to listen, to be present in case something needs attention. And if anything does, it can wait. It will be small, simple. Tonight is quiet. Tonight is yours. The roads have quieted for the night. Morning will come on its own. And until then, you have nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one expecting you, no phone calls to make, no emails to answer, no decisions that cannot wait. Just this warm room, this glowing equipment, this window looking out at falling snow, and a whole night stretching ahead, quiet, unhurried, completely yours. Let's stay here together. In a moment, you'll hear the first soft crackle of vinyl, but not yet. First, just breathe. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. You're already home. The pre-recorded show will run itself. But before you settle in for the night, there is one small ritual, one pleasure you've been saving. In the corner of the studio, there is a wooden cabinet. Old, heavy, furniture that doesn't get made anymore. Inside, rows and rows of records stand upright. Vinyl, actual vinyl. Collected over decades by the DJs who came before you. You walk over to it. Your footsteps are soft on the wooden floor. The boards creak slightly, a friendly sound. The sound of a building that has been standing through winters like this for 50 years or more. You kneel in front of the cabinet. Open the door. The hinges whisper. And there they are. Spines of cardboard sleeves, faded colors, handwritten labels, some typed, some printed. A faint scent rises, paper and warm dust. Each sleeve a small time capsule from an era when music came in packages you could hold. You begin to flip through them, slowly. There's no rush. There's never any rush in a room like this, on a night like this. Your fingers move along the edges, paper against paper, a soft whisper with each one you pass. You're not looking for anything specific. You're looking for a feeling, a mood, something that matches the snow outside, something that matches the warmth inside. Something that will fill this room without demanding anything from you. You pass jazz, classical, old country, folk recordings from stations that no longer exist. And then your fingers stop. A sleeve that feels right. You don't know why. The cardboard is worn at the corners. The label is handwritten in faded blue ink. You can barely read it, but it doesn't matter. This is the one. You pull it out, slowly. The sleeve slides free with a soft whisper, paper against paper. A sound that has no equivalent in the digital world. You hold the record for a moment, tilt it toward the light. Watch the grooves catch the amber glow from the vacuum tubes. Tiny spirals of sound pressed into black vinyl, waiting. You walk to the turntable. It sits on its own table near the main console, an old model, heavy. The platter is thick and solid. A turntable that doesn't skip, that doesn't waver, that plays music the way it was meant to be played. You lift the dust cover, place the record on the platter. Gently, carefully, the vinyl settles with a soft sound. A small exhale. You flip the switch. The platter begins to turn. Slowly at first. then finding its steady, familiar speed, the same gentle turning that records have known since before you were born. You lift the tone arm. It's weighted, balanced. You can feel the precision in its movement, the engineering of another era. When things were made to last, you guide it toward the outer edge of the record. Hold it there for a breath. Then lower it, slowly, gently, like setting down something precious. And then, tack. The needle touches down. Crackle, crackle, crackle. That sound, that beautiful, imperfect sound, the sound of vinyl, of surface noise, of tiny imperfections in the groove that somehow make everything more real, more present, more alive. And then, music. Not a song you recognize, not a melody you know, just sound, warm sound, flowing out of the old speakers mounted on the wall. Piano, slow, gentle, notes falling like snow. A saxophone joins, soft, breathy, like someone humming in another room. Bass underneath, deep, steady, a heartbeat for the music to rest on. Drums so quiet they're almost not there, just brushes on a snare, a whisper of rhythm. The music fills the room, not loudly, not demanding attention, just present, like warmth, like light, like something that was always meant to be here. You don't need to know the song. You don't need to know the artist. You just need to let it be. To let it fill the spaces between your thoughts. To let it carry you. The record will play for a while, and when it ends, you won't need to change it. The next recording will begin on its own. Something else will come, something equally gentle, equally warm. But for now, there is this music, this crackle, this room glowing amber in the dark. You walk back to the main console. Your chair is waiting. Before you sit, something catches your eye. On the console, next to the faders and the meters, there is a book. A logbook, station logbook. Bound in worn leather, the color of dark walnut. The spine is cracked from years of opening and closing. The pages inside are thick, creamy, paper that takes ink well and holds it for years. Every DJ who works the night shift writes in this book, has been writing in it for years, maybe decades. You pick it up. It's heavier than it looks. Dense with entries, dense with nights like this one. You open it. The pages whisper as they turn, soft, dry. The sound of paper that has been well used and well loved. You flip through slowly. Entries in different handwriting. Some neat, some scrawled, some in pen, some in pencil. Dates going back years, weather reports, equipment notes, small observations about the night. You don't read every word. You just let your eyes drift over them. Fragments reaching you, pieces of other nights, other winters, other people who sat in this chair and watched snow fall through this same window. December 14, heavy snow, all quiet. February 3, equipment running smooth, full moon. January 28, couldn't sleep anyway. Might as well be here. So many nights, so many people. All of them alone in this room. All of them keeping the signal going. All of them part of something larger than themselves. You find the current page. The last entry is from 2 days ago. Another DJ, another shift. Their handwriting is small and careful. Below it, blank space, waiting for you. You reach for the pen. It's attached to the book by a thin cord, an old fountain pen, heavy in your hand. The nib is worn smooth from use. You uncap it, press it to the paper, and write. Slowly. The nib scratches softly against the page, a gentle sound, the sound of thought becoming permanent. You write the date, you write the weather. Snow, northeast wind, well below zero. You pause. What else is there to say? What else does a night like this need? You write 2 more words. All steady. That's enough. That's all that needs to be said. The transmitter is working. The signal is going out. The building is warm. The snow is falling. All steady. You cap the pen. Close the book. Place it back on the console where it belongs. 3 lines. Your entry. Your small mark in the history of this room. Someday, another DJ will flip through these pages. We'll see your handwriting. We'll know that you were here, that you kept watch on this winter night, that you were part of the chain, the long chain of voices and music and warmth that this station has been sending out into the darkness for decades. But you won't think about that now. Now, there is only the music, the crackle, the snow against the window, and your chair waiting. The chair is old, leather, deep brown, worn soft in all the places where bodies have rested before. The armrests are smooth. The seat is shaped by years of use, shaped by all the DJs who have sat here through all the nights this station has been broadcasting. You lower yourself into it. Slowly, the leather creaks softly, a welcoming sound. The sound of something that knows how to hold you. You settle deeper. Your back finds the curve of the chair. Your weight sinks into the cushion. The leather warms beneath you, adjusting, accepting, and something in your body begins to let go. Your shoulders drop, not because you tell them to, because there is nothing left to hold up. The day is over. The week is over. Whatever you were carrying, you can set it down now. Your jaw softens. Your teeth part slightly. You didn't realize you were clenching, but you were, and now you're not. Your hands come to rest on the armrests, palms down, fingers uncurling, finding their natural shape, the shape of rest. On the small table beside the chair, there is a mug. You filled it from the thermos earlier, before the snow got heavy, before the roads closed. It doesn't matter when. What matters is that it's here. And it's still warm, just warm enough. You pick it up, wrap your hands around it. The ceramic is smooth. The warmth seeps into your palms, into your fingers, into the places that were cold without you noticing. You bring it close. Breathe in the steam. A faint sweetness rises, a hint of vanilla. Something warm, something gentle. It doesn't matter what. It's comfort in a cup. That's all you need to know. You take a small sip. The warmth slides down, spreads through your chest, radiates outward, reaching your fingertips, your toes, the soft space behind your eyes. You set the mug down. You won't need it again. It was enough. Just that small warmth, just that small ritual. Now, you look around the room. The VU meters are swaying gently, following the music, the saxophone solo that's playing now. The needles dance, rise, fall, rise, fall. A visual rhythm to match the sound. The vacuum tubes are glowing steady, orange and amber. Small suns in their glass houses, radiating warmth, radiating light. The on air sign is still lit, red and constant. A reminder that somewhere out there, in houses you cannot see, someone might be listening. Someone might be falling asleep to this same music, this same warmth going out across the airwaves. Outside the window, the snow continues to fall. You can barely see the town anymore, just a few lights. Far below, far away, blurred by the snow, muffled by the night. You are the highest point for miles. A small station, a small light, keeping watch over a sleeping valley. Somewhere in the room, a clock ticks softly. Distant, unhurried. You hadn't noticed it before, but it has been here all along, keeping time, keeping company. You reach for the blanket on the back of the chair. An old wool blanket, station property, left here by someone years ago, washed and rewashed until it's soft as clouds, the color of moss, the color of rest. You pull it over your lap. then higher, over your stomach, over your chest, heavy enough to feel, light enough to breathe. The wool settles around you, and your body sinks deeper into the chair, into the warmth, into the music that's filling every corner of this room. Slowly, softly, steadily, like sinking into clouds, like coming home after a very long time away. Your eyelids grow heavy, just slightly, just enough to notice. The VU meters become soft, the amber glow becomes softer, everything becomes gentler, quieter, more distant. But you don't close your eyes, not yet. There is still the music, still the crackle, still the snow. And you want to hold this moment just a little longer. The record has stopped. You're not sure when. A minute ago, maybe longer. Time has become soft in this room, elastic, unimportant. The needle is running in the end groove now, around and around, a small circle at the center of the vinyl, the same groove repeating, the same crackle looping. Crackle, crackle, crackle. You should get up, change the record, put on something new. But you don't move. You don't need to. The next recording will begin on its own, or it won't. It doesn't matter. This sound, this endless loop, this soft crackling, it's enough. It's more than enough. It's become a rhythm, a heartbeat. The heartbeat of this room, of this station, of this night. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Like white noise. Like rain on a roof very far away. You let it wash over you. Let it fill the spaces between your thoughts. Let it carry away the last fragments of the day. The last worries, the last lists, the last things you meant to do but didn't. They don't matter now. None of them matter now. There is only this room, this warmth, this sound. Through the window, the snow has grown thicker. You can barely see the glass anymore, just white, just softness. The world outside has been erased, covered, silenced. And you are the only light on this hill. A small beacon, a small warmth, sending a signal out into the cold, like a lantern in the dark. Yes, that's what this is. A lantern on a hill, not for ships, for something else. For anyone out there who needs a voice in the darkness, a warmth in the cold, a reminder that they are not alone. The crackle continues, loop after loop after loop. And somewhere out there, beyond the snow, beyond the hills, beyond the sleeping houses, someone might be listening. You'll never know who they are. You'll never meet them. You'll never hear their voice or learn their name. But they're there. You can feel it. Lying in their own beds, in their own warm rooms, listening to this same signal, this same crackle, this same music that played before the loop began. You are connected to them by something invisible, something soft, something that moves through the night without a sound. You are keeping them company, and they are keeping you company without knowing it, without trying. You are not alone in this room. You are never alone when the signal is going out. Your breathing has slowed. You notice it now, not with effort, just with awareness. Your chest rises, falls, rises, falls. The same rhythm it has always known, the rhythm of rest, the rhythm of letting go. The blanket is warm from your body. You cannot tell where it ends and you begin. It has become part of you, part of this chair, part of this night. The VU meters have stilled. Just a gentle sway now, just the crackle registering, the softest movement, the quietest dance. The vacuum tubes still glow, but their light seems softer now, more distant, like stars seen through clouds. You are sinking, not falling, sinking slowly into the chair, into the warmth, into the sound, into the snow that cannot reach you, into the night that asks nothing of you. Your thoughts are becoming loose. Fragments, images, faces you know, places you've been, feelings without names. They drift through your mind like the snow drifts past the window. Present for a moment, then gone, not asking to be held, not asking to be examined. You let them go. One by one, like the loop of the record, coming around, going around, coming around again, but softer each time. Quieter, further away. The station will run itself now. The transmitter knows what to do. The equipment knows how to keep going. The signal knows how to find its way out into the night. You have done your part. You have been here. You have kept watch. You have added your entry to the logbook, your 3 lines, your small mark. Now you can rest. The building is steady. It has stood through 50 winters, 100 storms. It knows how to hold heat, how to keep the cold out, how to shelter the people inside. It will shelter you tonight, all night, until the snow stops, until the roads open, until morning comes with its pale light and its gentle sounds. But that is hours away. That is tomorrow. Tonight, there is only this. The crackle of the needle, the glow of the tubes, the warmth of the blanket, the snow falling silent outside. And you, safe, dry, warm, exactly where you need to be. Let your eyes close now. Let the darkness come, soft and complete. The same darkness that wraps around the valley below, the same darkness that holds the town, the same darkness that you are broadcasting into, filling with warmth, filling with sound. The signal keeps going. Through the snow, through the dark, through the night. A small light on a hill, a small warmth in the cold. And you, at the center of it all, resting, finally resting. Sleep now, my friend. The station will keep watch. The broadcast carries on. And somewhere out there, someone is falling asleep to the same soft crackle, the same gentle warmth. Connected to you by something invisible, something beautiful. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Good night. The night carries on. Through the snow, through the dark. A small light on a hill. And if you ever need to find it again, you can always come back. I'll be here, quietly, on the air,